So today I'm going to show you how I made this cute little Ghiradelli square holder, or it can be a tea bag, either one. I have tea bags in here because I'm all out of the Ghiradelli candies. But it would be great for a couple of things. One, if you're a demonstrator, it'd be great to put in your purse to hand out. And in here, behind this tea bag, I would print a card with my information on it. Because this is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8 piece of white that I put in to hide that. That's what I would do. I would put my information on it so that when they take the tea bag out or the candy that they're going to eat, you know that, they will have your information on how to contact you for further. I did one with this one, Love You More Than Chocolate. That's kind of a fun set, and it's called Nothing's Better Than. Nothing's Better Than. Whoops. We've been working around here today, so I have all kinds of things stuck to me and everything. And then in the back, I would put a Ghiradelli chocolate. And then I made this one with the snail. We snailed it. And I think that's just a really cute one. I think he's adorable. So today, now I'm going to make one using, once again, whoops, don't need those. Like I said, we were working. Using the dragonfly and the Dandy Garden DSP. So I'm going to start with my Dandy Garden DSP. Now, for this project, hey Lisa, could you hand me the scoreboard? Sure. For this project, you are going to want to have one of these. If you don't have one, they're a super good investment. I'll tell you why. You can score two cards at the same time. So before I do all my cutting, you guys know I prep 100 cards some months. And before I do that, I score everything. So if gets scored at 4 1/4, it goes on here and I can score 2 of them at a time. So I only have to score 50 instead of 100. So that helps out. All of this information will be posted on my blog. It's already there, just waiting for this video to get there. But this is the template, and I have a photo of this on my blog. So I'm going to score at 1 1/2, and this is a 6 by 6 piece of DSP, and I'm going to score at 1 1/2 all the way around on each side, on each edge. So 1 1/2. Okay, and then, so if you look at my scoreboard, you're going to see that I have these black lines that I put on here. They were for different reasons. So today we're going to use the 6-inch one, which is right here, and I'm going to put one point there, and I'm going to put the other point of my paper down here at this end of it. I'm going to score at 8 1/8. So I'm going to come down this score line, I'll run across my paper and drop off. Then I'm going to score at 9 1/4, so I'm going to do the same thing, making sure that my points are still on the 6-inch line. And I'm just going to score, whoa, something moved. I'm going to score right down across here. Okay. Then I'm going to turn and I'm going to do the same thing on every side. So making sure I'm at my 6-inch score line. So 6 inches here, 6 inches where the end of my score line is here. 8 1/8 and 9 1/4. And once more, just make sure both ends are lined up on that 6-inch line. 8 1/8 and 9 1/4. And the last one is the same. Okay, 8 1/8. And 9 1/4. Okay, we are done with the scoreboard. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to crease all these lines. So to start with, I'm going to crease these little corners, and they're going to come inside. And I want first of all, let's get my paper straight. Okay, I want those to fold in and to burnish those. Okay, I'm going to glue those down right now because I really don't need them sticking up. I probably could even cut them off, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to glue them down to the inside of this card, or the inside of this paper. hold those down a little bit there. Okay, now I'm going to turn my paper over and I'm going to fold these. I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to, well, I'm not going to turn it over. I'm just going to fold these in. Okay, I'm going to, on the line, the 1.5 inch line that we scored, okay, because that's going to come in like that. Okay, now these are going to go the opposite direction, so I'm going to fold these over this way. And just furnish those as I go along. Whoops. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. All right, now you're going to turn it back to the inside and you're going to start pulling these in, and they just automatically want to come in. So, and when I did this, I just needed to straighten these a little bit. Sometimes they're not quite exactly meeting up. I don't know why. It's that little tiny bit of an inch that gets, that is off. Just seems like always. There's just that, if you scored it different here or scored it different there. So I'm just going to burnish those so I have some really nice folds. Okay, then this 2 7/8 inch paper, I'm going to stick inside of here to hold it closed for now. And this is the one where I was saying, if you put your information, if you're a demonstrator and you put your information on there, you can hand that out. And then after they eat their chocolates, they'll know how to contact you to get more. So I'm just going to stick that in there just to hold it closed. Okay. And my tea bag will go in there, and I'm going to fold my tea bag over just a little bit here. I do not have any Ghiradelli chocolates. I'm going to have to go buy some more, I guess. Actually, this tea bag, yeah, is going to be a little bit long, so I'm just going to tuck that over and stick it in there. Amazing, tea bags are all different sizes, huh? Okay. And then just kind of center it in there. There we go. Okay, let's turn it over and decorate the front of it. So I have, this is the paper that comes with the Dandy, this is the Dandy Garden DSP. And I am going to punch out this dragonfly, since we're doing the yellow, or the bumblebee. Oops, lesson learned. Remember, you're supposed to keep this, you're supposed to cut it out before you punch it, because that little dragonfly does not line up the same. See, my little dragonfly doesn't look very good, so sorry, but he'll be thrown out. And then I'm just going to stamp my greeting. And my greeting came from the Valentine Keepsakes stamp set. I just love the greetings in here. They are so sweet. And this is not coming through to the new catalog, just for your information. So I've cut a circle using this Stitch Shapes circles, the Stitch Shapes dies. And I'm just going to stamp that on there. And attach that to the front of my, it says something sweet for someone sweet. How sweet is that? Attach that to there. And I'm going to take my Wink of Stella, good old Wink of Stella. Whenever we have our dragonflies or our butterflies, we have to add a little Wink of Stella to make it glisten, right? Okay, so I'm adding my Wink of Stella here to this little dragonfly. And I'm just going to attach him somewhere up here, so he is flying away. And I'm going to use a glue dot to do that. And that one doesn't look too good on there, so we'll give him another one just to keep him on there. I think I should have attached that a little differently just because of my greeting. So, sorry about that. That is not, there we go, got it. Even though his tail is kind of covering the greeting a little bit. So then I'm just going to come back and I would like a ribbon on here, but I don't want to do the bumblebee ribbon. So I'm going to just take some baker's twine, wrap it around a couple of times, and tie a bow. So to do this, I am going to put a glue dot on my, right over here where I want my bow to be tied, and that will help hold my baker's twine in place so that, whoops, try leaving it there, so that it won't, I won't be fighting with it. It'll make it easier to tie my bow. So I'll just tie my knot, part of the bow. And stick that down. And then just go ahead and finish off my bow. And there we go. I think I could have gone a little lower on that one too. There we go. Okay, so there it is. Ladies, this is really cute. It's really simple. You could make up a lot of them in no time once you get everything down. Like I said, all the measurements will be on my blog, and you can go there and get it. We have a new catalog coming out in May, and I've already received some of the product to work with. We have beautiful new colors coming out. I can't wait to start using them. I'm going to hold off a little bit longer because I don't want you to be frustrated because you can't order them if you're not a demonstrator. So keep coming back on Tuesdays, and I'm going to start showing them before long. I will be meeting with my team on Thursday, so if you want to get jump on the new products, you can contact me and find out what you have to do to become a member of my team. And if you need products and you haven't ordered them yet, be sure to use my host code for this month. This is my host code, THATRQVY, and just put that in when you place your order. You can always go to Stamp with Deb and click on Shop, and that will take you right to my my page. And there is also a host code across the top of my web page. It's everywhere. I have it plastered everywhere. So if you need products, be sure to go to stampwithdeb.com. Thank you for joining me today.